Hi there, it's Christina with Psychic Advisors Kentucky. Today I'm doing a video on the Archetype cards by Carolyn Miss and how to really get in depth with your either tarot or oracle readings or whatever kind of readings you're doing by using these archetype cards to help you spot personalities or personality traits that can tell you sometimes why people are doing what they are doing or how to bring certain energies into their life or into your life if that's what you're looking for. So stay tuned. I'm going to get the camera turned around and then we'll start working on it. See you in a minute. Okay, so now we are back and we are ready to go. Learning about using the archetype cards by Carolyn Miss along with your tarot cards. This deck is the Golden Tarot by Kat Black. It's one of my favorite ones. I use it like every single day. So all right, so let's come up with a scenario. Let's say a woman has called you and she wants to know about her husband who left her for another woman. So let's just do a basic 3-card spread. I'm going to point it towards you so you can see what's going on here. Okay, so what we're finding out right now is that the husband is actually really listening to his intuition in leaving and going off with his mistress, but it has just devastated his wife, the Queen of Cups, and she's pouring out all these emotions. We've got the Ten of Swords reversed, so that could mean that either he may be coming back or he's done the worst that he could possibly do and now it's time for her to move on. So let's take these archetype cards and we'll say, ask the archetype cards, what is it um, in his mind or in his heart that allowed him to treat her so poorly? And let's see what they say. So we got the beggar. It says, confronts empowerment at the level of physical survival, awakens the spiritual authority of humility, compassion, and self-esteem, while the shadow attribute, dependence on others to the exclusion of effort. So basically, he was just allowing his wife to put in all the effort in their marriage. In that way, he probably didn't have a dog in that fight. So it was very easy for this guy to move on, even though she was giving him everything. So that's just one way of using it. Let's try again with a different scenario. So let's say you're asking about yourself and you're wondering why it is that you're not getting the job that you were hoping to get. You keep trying, you're well qualified, but for some reason, you're just not getting that job. Okay, so we've got the Ace of Cups, the beginning of something. We've got the Knight of Cups reversed, and we've got the Sun reversed. Let's take another one, and the Hierophant reversed. All right, so what's going on here? We've got this very loving beginning. Things are happening. But then everything turns upside down. It could be with the Hierophant reversed, you're either being too traditional or not traditional enough. You know, if you're applying for a banker's position and you have tattoo sleeves all up and down and your lip pierced, no matter how qualified you are, they're they may just not hire you. So maybe you're kind of looking in the wrong direction. And let's ask these cards why it is, again, what is it about your specific personality that is causing you not to get these job offers? So we've got pioneer, passion for doing and creating what has not been done before. And then the shadow attribute is a compulsive need to keep moving on. All right. So I would say, since we have the Hierophant reversed and we have this shadow attribute, no, I'm sorry, the light attribute, a passion for doing and creating what has not been done before, that's telling me that you really are not a very traditional person, and you probably should not be looking in a traditional role. You should be looking for something that speaks to you and brings out your passion. So that's just another way of using these cards along with the tarot cards. All right. So let's say you want to know, what it is that you need to find in your life that's going to make you happy. Okay, so I've got the Page of Wands. And I have the Ten of Wands and the Tower. Tower doesn't usually make people very happy, but it is necessary, and the World. So what I would say with these cards is, and it kind of depends on how old you are. The Page of Wands, let's say, you're my age, so you're basically middle-aged, and you're trying to find yourself still. It's possible that you need to look towards your inner child. You need to allow these changes that are happening to happen, and you need to start really working really hard, and that's going to give you the satisfaction that you're looking for. But let's see, when we add one of these archetype cards, how that helps us. All right, so we're gonna get this one, whatever it is. If I can turn it over. Okay. The Avenger. Interesting. So it says, desire to balance the scales of justice, righteousness on behalf of society or oneself. And the shadow attribute is resorting to violence in the name of a cause. So very interesting. You've got this Tower, and then you've got this Avenger. So it's all coming together. Maybe you have to tear something down. Maybe you're in a relationship that's not working for you. Maybe you need to let go of a job that's not working for you. You need to tear these things down, and you have to do the hard work to do it in order to get to this place of happiness and contentment. It's not going to be fun, and it's not going to be easy, but it is something that's going to be helpful to you. Okay, so that's working with tarot and the archetype cards. Now let's see what happens with, instead of tarot, we use them with these oracle cards. I'm sorry, I don't remember the name of the cards. They're really cool. They're made by a mother and daughter. I really, really like them a lot. So these don't have reversals, so I'll just put them up. All right. Wait, I need to ask a question first. All right, so let's say there's somebody you're really, really interested in, and you want to know what you could do with yourself to make you more interesting to that person. So we start with conflict. Well, that's interesting. The Dreamweaver. The Dreamweaver is supposed to catch and protect bad omens, ill things. And the Heroine. Let's just use these three. Okay, so we've got conflict, the Heroine, and the dream catcher. So maybe you're meant to stand up for somebody. Maybe you're meant to help somebody in that way, and that's really going to get that person's attention. And what else can we know about it using these cards? What else can we know? What is going to help us in this instance? Networker. Okay. So what is the story that's being told here? This person that we're interested in would like us to possibly do something for society that helps society, or do something in your business that helps the people that work there. But they want you to really stand up and be this person that's kind of outspoken and helps other people. That's what's going to attract that person to you. Okay, well, that's interesting. And let's come up with one more scenario using the oracle cards. And how can I bring more happiness into my life? Okay, I've got the light bearer, the songbird, and mastery. Okay, so the light bearer, she brings a lot of joy and happiness to everyone. The songbird is someone who has a beautiful gift, but they feel like their gift is being exploited or being used, and they're not doing it the way they want to do it. So in order to overcome that, you have to take control. So in order to be this light person that's giving and spreading all this joy and happiness, you're going to want to break out of your chains and become your own boss. And in order to do that, what are some qualities, some archetypal qualities that we can try to bring to the forefront, that we can use to get us to where we want to be? And the answer to that is the bully, which is interesting. It says it highlights your tendency to intimidate others, help you confront the inner fears that bully you. Okay, so that is helpful, even though it didn't seem like it at first. Maybe we're being bullied, and that's why we're allowing ourselves to be in this cage. Or maybe we're just not confronting our fears that will help us to move forward and to use that mastery that we already have to live our lives in a more authentic way. And when we're living our lives in this more authentic way, hey, then we've got it all. We break out of that cage, we're able to live our lives the way we want. And when we're able to live our lives the way we want, well, guess what? You can be your own light bearer. So I think that's very interesting. I'm going to move this to me again. Okay. So that's how you use these along with tarot and along with oracle cards. And you can do the same with, you know, any sort of divination that you do. Or you can just use them in your everyday life. Like, just say, I have an interview today. What is the person I'm interviewing with going to be like? What do I need to be prepared for? And here's the card. This person is a healer. So this is going to be somebody that's very spiritual, probably somebody that wants to help, and they're probably going to want to see some of those same attributes in you. I just love these cards. I think they're beautiful. I think they're helpful. I think they do answer a lot of questions. So I hope this video was helpful and gave you some ideas on how to use these. If you have any ideas that I didn't think of, comment down below and maybe I'll make another video on it. I don't know, but I hope this was helpful. We are Psychic Advisors Kentucky. We are at psychicadvisorskentucky.com. I'm Christina. There's also Grace and Mary. We are on Facebook at Psychic Advisors Kentucky. My keen handle is M as in Mary, MMAGIQUE. So that's Magique at keen.com. And I'm also on Purple Ocean, and I believe my handle there is Ask Christina. So if you'd like to get in touch, or you can just get in touch with us through email, you can email me at christina@psychicadvisorskentucky.com. We can set up a date and time for a reading, or anything else you'd be interested in. I can teach you tarot. There's so many things we can do. So just get in touch with us and we'd be happy to help you. Have a great day.